UR15cs223. Today we are going to see the programs based on structure. The first question is, we are asked to create a structure of type data that contains three members, that is month, day and year, and all of the type int, and we are asking the user to enter the date in a format, and we are asked to store it in a variable of type struct data and retrieve the values from the variable and print them in the same format. So first I am giving the header files and I am using namespace std, and now we are asked to create a structure of type data. So I am creating a structure of type data and I am putting three members, that is int day, int month and int year, and then after that I am opening the main function. The main function I am creating a structure variable, that is date d1 and semicolon. So now d1 is the structure variable and of type date, and then after that I am asking the user to enter the date, the month and the year to display in a proper format, and I am using statement cin d1.date, d1.month and d1.year. So now here the dot operator is used to access the structure variable, and then I am displaying the output on the screen. So I am using a slash to display it in a proper format. So now I am going to compile the program. So I am entering the date, the day, the month and the year. It is displayed in a proper format. Now coming to the next program, we are asked to create a structure called distance. Its members are feet in int and inches in float type, and then we write a function that takes two distance variables as values as arguments and returns the larger one. Include a main of program that accepts the two distance values from the user, compares them and displays the larger. So now first here I am using the header files, that is #include iostream, and using namespace std. Now we are asked to create a structure called distance. So I am using the keyword struct space dist. We can't use distance because distance is also a keyword in C++, and then here I am giving the members. So now int feet and float inches, and then I am giving a function prototype, that is int dis of dist d1 comma d2, and now I am opening the main of function. In the main of function I am creating two structure variables, that is d1 and d2 of type dist, and then I am asking the user to enter the first distance value, and I am storing it in d1.feet and d1.inches, and then I am asking the user to enter the second distance value in feet and inches, and I am storing it the same way. And now here I am calling the function this d1 comma d2, and now the function definition. So this is the function definition. So now int dist of dist d1 dist d2. So now if the feet is if the feet d1 feet is greater than d2 feet, then the first distance value is greater, and if d1 feet is less than d2 feet, then the second value is greater. Now suppose if d1 feet is equal to d2 feet, then the else part of the execution is executed, and then here if d1 dot inches is less than d2 dot inches, then the second distance is greater. If both the inches value is equal, then we are displaying that both the distances are equal, and else, that is if the d1 dot inches is greater than d2 dot inches, then the first distance is greater. Now I am going to compile the program. So we are asked to enter the first distance value in feet and inches. So I am giving 23 feet and 5 inches. The second value in feet and inches, I am giving 11 feet and 4 inches. So now we can see that the first distance value is greater. Coming to the third program, here we are asked to use array of structures. So now we have to create a structure called time. It's three members of type int, that is hours, minutes and seconds. Write a program that prompts the user to enter a time value in hours, minutes and seconds. This can be in the format 12:59:59, or each number can be entered at a separate prompt. Here in this program I have entered each number in a separate prompt. You can use it even in this way, and then the program should store the time in a variable of struct time, and finally print the total number of seconds, which is used. So now the total number of seconds is calculated by using the formula long total seconds is equal to t1 dot hours into 3600 plus t1 dot minutes into 60 plus t1 dot seconds. So now here I am giving the header files, and then I am creating a structure called time, and the members are hours, minutes and seconds of type int. And then I am opening the main of function. The main of functions I am declaring two variables. So now I and n. So now I am using for the loop, and n I am using for the number of instances. We are doing this because we are using array of structures. And then here I am creating a array of structures, that is time t1 of 10. So now t1 can store up to 10 instances. Okay, so now I am giving cout, enter the number of instances, and I am storing it in n. And now I am using a loop, that is for I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n I plus plus. So now this loop runs based on the value of n, and now we are asking the user to enter the number of hours, minutes and seconds. So now we are storing it like t1 of I dot hours. So now initially the value of I is 1. So when you give, the number of instances is 2, and when the execution goes to 2, it gets stored in t1 of 2 dot hours. So now I value gets incremented every time. And then for calculating the total, I am declaring a variable, that is int total. You can use even long. So now total is equal to t1 of I dot hours into 3600 plus t1 of I dot minutes into 60 plus t1 dot I dot seconds. Okay, this is given in the question. I am using that formula, and then I am calculating the total number of seconds and storing it in total, and I am displaying it on the screen. Now I am going to compile the program. So I am asked to enter the number of instances. I am giving it as 2. So now I have to give the number of hours. So I give 1 hour, 5 minutes and 2 seconds. So now you get the total number of seconds. Now I am going to give a large value and see. So now because I have given 2 instances, it will be displayed for 2 times. So 22 hours, 43 minutes, 1 second. So now the total number of seconds is also displayed here. Thank you.